This is now pretty much a foregone conclusion, but there are real-world impacts to policies that we all care about because of what's going to happen in the aftermath of this impeachment process. What exactly can we expect in an election year, given those big hot-button issues like prescription drug pricing, like trade negotiations, like immigration and the border wall, and like tax cuts 2.0?
Well, Dom, there's a political cycle just as there is a business cycle. And the political cycle tends to be back-ended, back-loaded on the year. We're doing some pretty amazing things right now with two big trade deals, USMCA and China. We've funded the government, we've done tax extenders, we've done defense authorization. Congress is enormously productive in this final week of December before we have the Christmas holidays. And you'll see something similar in the coming year. We have a very quiet January, very quiet February. We'll have a very late State of the Union this year. But the reality is that most of next year is about the election, and we'll see really massive changes beginning once we know the results of the election, and probably also when we have the lame duck session after the election, about a year from today, when we may actually see the last opportunity for this administration to do big deals on the way out, or if we see this administration setting things up for a second term. So long, quiet year focusing on the election, and another big November, another big December, because that's the way Washington always works.
All right, but this impeachment process is going to, we already know the nation is divided on whether or not President Trump should be impeached or not. We know that the recent polls have suggested that. But in the aftermath of this, because these policy decisions will be so key to what's happening with the U.S. economy going forward, are there places that could be influenced, whether it be health care and insurance and prescription drugs, or other places where we could see a real impact, given tax debates and policies? We know the Democrats, some of them on the left-hand side of things, really want to push through wealth taxes or other things. Does that shape that policy going forward in 2020?
Well, certainly it does, to the extent that impeachment inflames and polarizes the political debate. We will see that impact on the presidential election and the outcome. Likewise, impeachment will be the lead-in to the Iowa caucuses, the other primaries, and of course the Super Tuesday process. We have not one, not two, but 3 Super Tuesdays on March 3rd, March 10th, March 17th. 70% of the Democratic delegates will be chosen those days. And certainly President Trump, who doesn't have a primary opponent, will be trolling those candidates constantly. So we are seeing a divisive, polarized political environment. But the odds of anything big happening early in the year or even until the very end of the year are pretty low. It's all about the election. It's all about the choice we make next December. So investors can basically take the policy victories for investors that we're seeing in the past couple of days, USMCA, China, no government shutdown, which is a major, major step toward de-risking the year, and can concentrate on the one big question, which is the election, which overshadows everything we're going to see next year.